Hello, my name is Ethan Freed, and I'm the Residency Program Director for the Internal Medicine Residency Training Program at Lenox Hill Hospital on New York City's Upper East Side. In our previous 3 videos, we discussed the general quality of care here at Lenox Hill and how training in a quality environment allows you to develop quality habits that will stay with you throughout your practice. We also discussed the facilities that are available to you in order to preserve that quality environment, as well as a scholarly environment in which our faculty produce over 300 papers per year. Also, we described our resources with regard to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Next, we talked about the unique learning opportunities that are part of the Lenox Hill Medicine curriculum. In this video, we're going to discuss the resources we have with regard to individualized learning plans and preserving resident wellness and well-being. First of all, there's our career management resources. All residents are given an advisor. Advisors look backwards. They look through your folder. They look through your evaluations. They look through all the materials that we collect about your training and tell you what you've done well and what you need to do better at. All residents also have access to mentors. Mentors look forward. Mentors tell you how to achieve the goals that you've set for yourself. And this, by the way, is how we also incorporate individualized learning plans for our trainees. Finally, our division chiefs and our leadership within the training program act as sponsors. Sponsors make sure that we put you out there, that we write letters for you, make phone calls, write emails on your behalf, and make sure that you know about any opportunities that will help you advance yourself to the point where you will achieve your goals. Next, we have job and fellowship fairs for you. In these activities, you'll learn how to write your CV, you'll learn how to behave on an interview, and you'll learn the things that fellowship directors are looking for in applicants. It's an opportunity to really hone your job-getting skills after you leave the program. We have many resources available to you in the way of board preparation. Residents who score poorly on the in-training exam during the year have the opportunity to join Didactic Club, which are coaching exercises and board preparation exercises to help you do better on your boards. All of our seniors are given 6-month subscriptions to UWorld, which is a Q-Bank, question bank, to help you prepare for boards as well. The subscription generally starts in February and goes through August, which is when most people take their boards. So you have access to high-quality board preparation materials. Finally, expert remediation is available to you. Several of our faculty, including myself, have master's degrees in medical education. And we are here to make sure that we can accurately analyze whatever issue you're having with learning medicine and learning organizational skills and practice skills, and we can help provide you with remediation plans which will really help you to achieve your goals and function well in the program. Let's talk about some of the other unique learning opportunities in our program. These include access to electives at the Friedman Transgender Program. This is one of the better transgender programs here in the city, which provides care to patients that are undergoing transition of gender from male to female or female to male. Another unique learning opportunity is our Quality Improvement and Patient Safety course, which I've mentioned in previous videos. This is an experiential curriculum which is implemented across the Northwell system and allows residents to engage in quality improvement and patient safety projects, many of which often lead to scholarly work and publications. Our program allows you to participate in the Women's Shelter Health Program, where you provide both health literacy as well as primary care at the Women's Shelter on Park Avenue. This began as a project started by a couple of residents, but now includes the entire program and is funded in order to provide that care and that education. I've spoken a few times about the academic protected time on Friday afternoons, where interns sign their pagers out to their residents and have an opportunity to do a deep dive on many, many different topics over the course of the year. And finally, the POCUS Diagnostics and Therapeutics ultrasound course. This is a course which teaches whole body ultrasound, or WUBU, and this is an opportunity to learn bedside ultrasound both for diagnostic and for treatment purposes. Turning to resident well-being, there are numerous programs across the hospital and throughout the program in order to maintain and elevate resident well-being. First of all, there's our resident mental health program, utilized by 25%, 1 in 4 of all of the residents here at Lenox Hill Hospital. This is free, accessible care that is done in private with psychiatrists and psychologists for people who are struggling with emotional issues. Used by 1 in 4 of the residents here at Lenox Hill, and I don't think it's because our residents are any more crazy than any other place, but they have access to really high quality, free mental health care. Next are the individualized learning plans that I talked about, and the Lenox Hill Academy for Mentorship in Medicine. This is where mentors will help you to both establish and achieve your goals in your profession. The Elizabeth Blackwell Club celebrates women in medicine. Elizabeth Blackwell, one of the first graduates of an American medical school, and female graduates of an American medical school, is dedicated to women in medicine. There are meetings, journal clubs, and a variety of activities to support the women in our program. Specialty interest groups recently got started. The most active currently is our cardiology interest group, but there are interest groups in hem-onc as well as in other medical specialties. And again, there are opportunities for journal clubs and other discussions about achieving in those fields. Code Lavender is for any personnel throughout the hospital who are emotionally overwhelmed. They can pick up the phone, call for a Code Lavender, and people will come to their aid. There's even a lavender lounge where people can go and try and decompress from whatever it is that's bothering them. We're starting balance groups here at Lenox Hill. These are opportunities for people to come together and share some of the difficulties that they are encountering, as well as Schwartz rounds, which are run on a monthly or every other month basis and have to do with highly emotional cases, particular patients that involve multiple departments and had emotional components to it. And everyone can share their experience, which winds up reducing a lot of the stress of taking care of these very sick patients. Our one-on-one program is run by our chief residents, in which they are paired with other internal medicine residents and meet every few months to discuss career goals, work-life balance, or any special projects. We have happy hours throughout the year. Some of them are organized by our chief residents, others organized by our House Staff Association, and they are well funded, and these happen throughout the year in order to help people, blow off steam, congregate together, and socialize. We have a wonderful holiday party for all of our internal medicine residents right around the turn of the year. We have a fantastic resident retreat for rising PG2s and 3s, that is to say, interns and second years who are about to transition into the next role. We do this at the Institute for Culinary Education on Liberty Street, down by the World Trade Center. And this is where we have a curriculum in the morning about leadership and teaching skills and professionalism. And then in the afternoon, we cook together and we eat a meal together. It is a very, very well-received activity. Our talent and variety show has taken on a life of its own, and this is an opportunity where each class, as well as the hospitalists and several other groups of people, create videos, amusing videos, or even sing and dance for their colleagues. And finally, there's our free Friday lunch. Friday lunch basically is a day when we do, in general, do not have conference, and instead, this is an opportunity for residents to blow off some steam, have lunch together, and to discuss any of the issues that they're having. This is also, by the way, when we run some of our town halls and chief chats in order for residents to express concerns they have about the training program. This is a photograph of one of our holiday parties. This is a photograph of the traditional brunch that is held after the night float rotation. So all of the night float people at the end of their night float rotation have a brunch together the next morning. And then this is a photograph of the retreat at the Institute for Culinary Education. It's a terrific time, and people learn a lot and also have a good time together. And finally, the logo of the Lenox Hill Academy for Mentorship in Medicine. This is an opportunity where people can really achieve their future goals. Finally, this is some photographs from different aspects of the program. In the upper left corner, you see the senior graduation dinner. Let's see, in the middle panel is our intramural basketball team, which I'm very pleased to say is named Ethan's Army. This is the group that plays basketball against other groups at a local community center. All of these programs, all of these pictures rather, depict basically the ways in which residents gather together and become closer and are able to keep their well-being going. I do want to mention our rooftop garden. This is also part of the virtual tour that is also on this page of Cafe Loggia. The rooftop garden is unique. No other hospital in New York has a rooftop garden for residents and hospital employees. The plantings that you see are typically herbs, and the farmer comes to Lenox Hill on a regular basis, and there's often clipping parties, and you can take home some herbs to use in your kitchen. It's a very nice place to have rounds or discussions or just to meet and to have lunch. Finally, I'd like to introduce you to one of our latest activities, the Lenox Hill Internal Medicine House Cup. 4 teams. Dunham's Army, named after our chairman of medicine. Wingardium Pseudomonas, resistance is in our DNA. Vagus Totalis, science conquers fear. And finally, Expecto Troponin, the heart of a lion. These teams, which are created by the quartiles, which are created from our 6+2 ambulatory block schedule, compete against each other, earning points for things that they do that are good and not deducting points when things don't go as planned. And these points add up to quarterly celebrations where the team is given funding to go out to dinner or have a social event, and then another earned activity at the very end of the year. This has added a lighthearted way of rewarding people for doing the right things, and it's been a real pleasure introducing this to our wellness program here at Lenox Hill. And you can see more about the House Cup on Cafe Loggia as well. So these are the programs that we have for you to ensure your well-being, as well as creating individualized learning plans and coaching for you. Please do look at our other videos if you haven't already. And I wish you the best of luck in your interview and in the match. And I hope to see you here in July. Thank you very much.